Creamer Media's Mining Weekly is talking to Natasha Viljoen, the CEO of Anglo-American Platinum. What sort of growth prospects are under consideration by Anglo-American Platinum?
For Anglo Platinum specifically, we have a number of projects underway. I think you would be very familiar with our Mogalakwena project and the prospects of building a 50-plus year asset. We have also spoken in the market about higher returns and shorter-term projects like our De Broggen project, our debottlenecking of Unki. All of these, I think, would be important to say that the studies are underway and they would be under the scrutiny of our robust capital allocation framework in making sure that it makes sense for us to grow those assets.
In the longer term, what sort of technology introductions are being seen as potentially beneficial, and how is Anglo-American Platinum positioned to realize these benefits?
That's a very exciting question, and there's a couple of interesting technologies available to us. The first one that is also quite related to our Mogalakwena expansion would be in the area of bulk ore sorting and coarse particle flotation that are really targeted at capital efficiency and energy and water efficiency that I think is very important for us for the future. In addition to that, we have a very strong digital framework that will definitely support us in our journey to deliver benchmark performance as we've seen our P101 journey develop. I think in addition to this, we're also having a look at our Amandelbult complex on firstly modernizing our conventional working areas, and in addition to that, mechanization is certainly the future of Amandelbult. As far as our markets are concerned, very excited about the role that we can play in clean energy and the development that's taking place from a hydrogen economy point of view, and certainly very much looking forward to our hydrogen truck. We will have the first prototype wheels on the ground by Q1 in 2021.
That's very exciting, and you will use renewable energy for that. And you think that you'll have your renewable energy up at that high level of 150 megawatt at that stage?
No, not yet, Martin. That project is still underway, targeting 75 megawatts to start off with the potential to expand to 100 megawatts. And that process is still going through the process of getting all the necessary approvals. So we will make use of normal energy supply in the interim, but the long-term positioning will be that would be totally green hydrogen production.
Mogalakwena is an exceptional operation. I remember being there 3 decades ago when they said that they got all the platinum group metals for free because the byproducts of nickel and others paid for everything. What is your vision for this fantastic Mogalakwena?
Shaping this asset for a 50-plus year life is part of the excitement around it. So the work that we're currently doing is to consider a holistic approach in shaping the future of this asset, which will not only include the size and the required processing facilities and concentrators, specifically facilities, considering options on the mining side, both for open pit and underground, considering the integration, the value chain integration and how we optimize from mine to market. In addition to that, it's obviously the technology application that I've briefly touched on earlier. And I think a very important aspect of how we develop and shape the future of Mogalakwena, and that is enhanced, the focus is enhanced through COVID and the economic impact of COVID, would be how do we build relationships with our community. We've got communities there and we would like to be responsible neighbours for 50-plus years, and it's important that we shape that relationship in the same way.
That's a very good sentiment, but platinum and PGMs are exceptional metals in themselves, and how can they help to make the world a better place?
Clean air is probably where we can make the biggest impact, whether it's through the loadings on ICE vehicles, and the impact that has on clean air, whether it's all kinds of electric vehicles. I don't know if you know that it's only battery electric vehicles that does not have any PGM loadings. And then obviously the hydrogen economy, which is very exciting for us, both in terms of fuel cells and also electrolysis that will use PGMs. So as far as that's concerned, obviously from building in that ESG environment, in a very important role player. And I don't think we should underestimate the role that we're playing in other sectors like the industrial sector that is also impacting significantly on making people's lives better.
Please update us on Anglo American Platinum's other mines and other associated mines.
We need to give recognition to Chris Griffith, my predecessor, and his team, who has simplified this business and given me certainly a suite of very high quality assets. We've spoken about Mogalakwena, Amandelbult, that is definitely a very much a part of our strategy and the way forward. We have the opportunity to modernize a conventional mine, and the future will be in mechanized mining. We have Mototolo, that is a mechanized mine, and it's got an expansion opportunity on the Brochen that we will take forward from next week or next year onwards, and seeing first production towards 2023. And then we've got our Unki mine in Zimbabwe. It's a team that has continuously just had an exceptional performance, and they are really setting the benchmark for all of us from an underground mining perspective. And even Unki has got a debottlenecking project underway to make sure that they optimize their full value of their asset. In addition to that, we do have our JV partners at both Modikwa and Kroondal. And then I think it's very important to recognize the strategic importance of our processing capability and a strong suite of assets in the portfolio linked to a very good value chain integration and making use of POC and toll agreements to optimize the usage of our processing facilities really gives us a holistic, very strong business to build the future on.
I used to interview the former managing director of JCI. His name was Barry Davison. And he used to keep me there for hours sometimes. And all he would talk about was marketing, and more marketing. To get platinum group metals into the market was so important to them. And how important is that now?
Marketing and market development is a strong portion of our strategy and our process. Certainly from a marketing point of view, there's a couple of partnerships that we have with PGI, with WPIC. So there's certainly a number of these partnerships that's important for us from a market development point of view. Also the rollout of new technology in this world, making sure that we continue to develop the jewelry industry or the jewelry market that we've seen are very reliant on that marketing input. So still very much part of what we see as part of what's important for our business.
And every time I go into LinkedIn these days, I see another hydrogen development. Germany specifically mentioned hydrogen in its new Clean World strategy. A lot of other companies have. I see in California, I see in South Korea, they've got hydrogen cities. And even Australia now, every time I look in there, the Australians are doing things with hydrogen, which I didn't think they would do. And how do you see hydrogen playing a role? Is it a twin of platinum? Can the two of you work together?
Absolutely. I think there's great opportunity for us in the development of both electrolysis and the hydrogen fuel cell, the actual applications of it. And it's interesting, Martin, this is not only for platinum and our platinum market, but it's also us as a company, Anglo American Platinum, and the broader Anglo strategy on carbon neutrality. So it is really a good collaboration in both developing a market for Anglo Platinum, but also for the broader target of becoming carbon neutral. So really a very good partnership between those two.
What message do you want to put over from these good results that you've had?
The fact that we've got a resilient and strong business. We have a team who has delivered through this period despite all the headwinds. And we do have headwinds, but I believe that we've got the right team to work through these headwinds and build this company through this period and stronger on the other side of COVID. I think the technological advances that we see in front of us, we're very excited about in building, and not building only our business, but building partnerships in our business and around our business with some of our very important stakeholders.
That was Creamer Media speaking to Natasha Viljoen, the CEO of Anglo American Platinum.